Salutations and happy holidays. Sorry, I was just taking part of one of my favorite traditions, reading Richard Dawkins. Great book, by the way. You know, I've been a child of the 80s, a teenager of the 90s, and a young adult of the early 2000s, so when you get to my age, you tend to have a different perspective on Christmas specials. We have the obvious classics such as Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol, and there's some I just don't understand, like Charlie Brown's Christmas. How on earth did that last so long? It was bland and had mediocre jokes, yet for some reason it had just enough charm to make people come back for more. When I think about it, it's a lot like Full House. Now I'm about to hit a whole new plateau of weirdness, shows that you would not expect to put out a Christmas special. And no, I'm not talking about the Star Wars Holiday Special. This is what I have. The Biker Mice from Mars Christmas Special. Yes, they had a Christmas special. Just look at the cover. We have the biker mice wearing Santa Claus hats and a big Christmas tree in the background. But if that's not enough to convince you, just flip it over. We have Vinny inside a Christmas tree ornament, and the expression of his face is telling me he has both regret and constipation on his mind. But before I get to the special, I want to talk about the show in general a little bit. You see, the Biker Mice from Mars first aired in 1993, and at the time the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was still in the height of its popularity. The Turtles already had toys, movies, comics, video games under its belt, but of course, this being the 90s, anthropomorphic animals were all the rave. You had Bucky O'Hare, the Cowboys of Moo Mesa, SWAT Cats, and Street Sharks. Biker Mice somehow came the closest to matching up with his Teenage Mutant competitor, despite having the same basic buddy character formula such as the noble, smart leader, the strong guy, and the funny, reckless guy. Sure, the mice even openly mocked the Ninja Turtles on the show.
Mice, man. We're mice.
Mice? You were expecting turtles, maybe?
And while the tools are pretty cool and the Super Nintendo game was... okay, I guess, it just wasn't enough, and the series died off in 1996. In fact, all of the other Animals-themed shows died off in the same year, so it wasn't the company's fault, it's just that the audience was getting older and the market was heading in an entirely different direction. But both the Ninja Turtles and the Biker Mice got their own revival in the new millennium, and once again the Turtles were the obvious winner. Trust me, if you've seen the new Biker Mice series, you'd understand why. Well, now that I've gotten that off my chest, let's take a look at the Biker Mice from Mars Christmas Special. Those words don't even go together. Well, the episode is called The Chill Zone, but Christmas is all around. We know this because there's snow on the ground and there's carolers afoot.
Carolers. Perhaps they would care to quaff a warm.
And of course our villain is busy making evil plots and spilling coffee on passerbys. You should see him when he's in a good mood.
Yes, truly it is the season for sharing.
But the Biker Mice are having some downtime dressing up as Santa and frolicking in the snow with some orphan children. How cute.
You don't really want toys that look like some waterlogged reptiles, do you?
See, I told you, the Biker Mice are ahead of the competition already. Better buy those Biker Mice action figures or else.
Yeah, fuzzy and buff. Is where it's at.
Yeah, whatever happened to that? Oh yeah. Whew. Now, of course, every fan of the show has their favorite mouse. I know people who like Vinny because he's a bad boy and Throttle because he's a hot leader. But I like Moto the best. He's sweet, strong, and the gentle giant that just wouldn't hurt a fly. Until you knock over a snowman. And if you call him a rat, you know shit is going down.
Rat! My mama didn't raise no stinking rat! Understand?
But these guys are at their best when they're together. There's just something with the chemistry between these guys that bring the best out of them, and they behave the same way some real guys do. I mean, come on, these guys fight over a game of Chinese checkers. What's not to love about that?
Jump, jump, jump! Jump, jump, jump!
Now, in every episode, the villain Lawrence Limburger tries to steal Earth's natural resources and ship them to his home world of Plutarch. Anything from oil to mineral, and in this case...
Plutarch needs ice, Carbuncle. Lots of it.
Ice? Ice. You have technology that is generations ahead of our own, and you have a teleportation machine. Don't you guys have freezers in Plutarch? And besides, if you have to take it, why would you steal ice from Chicago? Go to Antarctica. There's plenty there. And how are they taking it?
Snow suckers are performing
With snow suckers.
What the heck are those things?
I don't know, but if you ask me, they look like mouse munchers.
Well, I can see how Throttle can make that mistake. After all, what does a snow sucker look like? Actually, you know what? I better not answer that question. So, to protect the orphan kids and themselves, the mice drive out the little gizmos, much to the dismay of Limburger.
Something is destroying the snow suckers.
These days, something always seems to be those bothersome biker mice.
This was recorded by the snow sucker monitoring system. You will notice the mice's fondness for the orphan children. Yes.
But thanks to surveillance footage, Limburger decides to exploit the biker mice's weaknesses for the orphans. But alas, is foiled again by another archenemy.
Your mellow richness.
I know it's the sun, you simpering simpleton, but what is it doing there?
Shiny?
It's melting the snow, you stupid sycophant.
Like I said, go to Antarctica if you need it that badly. So to resolve the issue, Carbuncle teleports this week's villain, who
The
is...
villain to assist us. Observe.
Rosie O'Donnell?
This is the Weathermeister, your portly pot cheesiness.
Okay, so her name is the Weathermeister, who has the ability to control the weather.
Today's forecast shows heavy rainstorms over Limburger Central, so you'd better pack your umbrellas.
What? What's going on?
Something tells me she can't hold a candle to Storm from the X-Men. Just saying. So the plan is to cover Chicago with snow and ice, and thus teleport to Plutarch, and to endanger the orphans and lure out the mice. Not a bad plan, I suppose, except they could have just sent the Weathermeister to Plutarch to make the snow there instead.
You're not kidding. Remember those orphans? It looks like they're getting some pretty cold treatment by the weather.
But if they did that, the episode will be over, so let's move on. Well, regardless of the weather, the Bikermeister's holiday spirit hasn't dampened.
Dashing through the snow on a 300 horsepower sleigh.
Over the streets we go, whipping tail all the way.
Well, apparently the plan works. The mice come out of their hidey hole to get the rescue crew to the orphanage, but run into their own trouble with a monster hailstorm.
It sure ain't Christmas ornaments.
I guess the moral of this ordeal is that motorcycles don't make good winter transportation. No biker mice on skidoos, that would be awesome.
This weather ain't natural.
Yeah, must be some sort of trap.
I told you, Al Gore is right about global warming causing unusual weather. So the mice make it in time to save the kids, but are now in worse shape because the orphanage is now destroyed. As if being an orphan is bad enough, now they're homeless.
Whoa, looks like the storm's over. For now.
Which reminds me, who's looking after these kids anyway?
You little tykes okay?
Oh, yeah, we're okay, but our house is all smashed down. Yeah, and it's almost Christmas.
Gee, where's my tiny violin when I need one? Oh, wait. Yep, it's so small you can't even see it.
You know, I got a feeling that storm was no accident.
I'd say you're right. Look! The big cheese is making sure his toes stay toasty.
He must have found a way to control the weather.
So the mice conclude that the storm was Limburger's doing and thus rush out to save the day.
Yeah, sure. Did you see those cool bikes? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, I get that fuzzy feeling too when I see the Hells Angels ride through town. So without really thinking, Limburger and company go to Lake Michigan to collect the ice. And of course, being 2 steps ahead, the mice know where they are and fight out the snow suckers once more.
We came to break the ice.
Let's heat 'em up.
Oh, drat those dormice. Must they always make such a violent entrance?
Don't worry, your reeking reverence. My new improved snow suckers can take care of themselves.
Really, Carbuncle? What kind of super defense did you equip the snow suckers with? Some kind of super advanced laser weapon, maybe? Or did you go with an old traditional route, like maybe tracer rounds? Oh, I think I know know what's going through all our heads. Last long. Vinny, the crazy son of a bitch, climbs into the robot's head and trashes the place, which I must say provides entertaining results. So to escape the situation, Carbuncle in his haste transports themselves, robot and all, back to Limburger's building, which of course destroys the place. Now any fan of Biker Mice will tell you that there's a running gag in every episode that at the end, the Biker Mice destroy Limburger's building, sometimes indirectly. This is one of those occasions. But everything works out as the top of the tower crashes over the old orphanage. And the mice dress up as Santa Clauses partying the night away.
Anyway, little buddies, 'twas the night before Christmas.
And all through the house, not a creature was stirring.
Except for the mice!
So that was the Biker Mice Christmas special. So how's it hold up today? Well, when everything is said and done, this is just a regular Biker Mice episode that just happens to have snow on the ground. And I guess the directors seem to have thought that if you add snow to the environment, Christmas must have something to do with it. So why not add Santa hats to the characters and insert the word Christmas here and there? Oh, and needy orphans. Can't forget the orphans. Overall, it's not a bad show, but out of the Christmas special, I just don't get much out of it. Out of the Garfield special, I see that families celebrating the holidays with memories, traditions, and having an all-around good time. Out of the Pink Panther special, I got that you can be a complete dick to everybody, steal them blind, but yet you can still be redeemed if you do one good deed. But the Biker Mice from Mars? Meh, it's just bikes driving through the snow, blowing stuff up, and saving the good guys. Nothing harmful about it, but not a special that sticks to memories like the other ones do. So there you have it. So as my Christmas present to all of you, I'm going to show you what you secretly came here to see. Limburger's Tower being destroyed in every episode in Season 1. Signing out. Happy holidays and ride free, citizens!